This week on Stace Cadet, the sun moves into the cardinal fire sign of Aries, and ooh, baby, it's gonna get messy. Welcome to Stace Cadet, a cosmic podcast show that taps into astrology and divination to bring forth messages of motivation and guidance for your journey here on planet Earth. I'm your host, Stace Orion, and this week we take a look at how the collective is finally realizing a deeper strength within. And after everything that you've been through, you are not about to let anyone mess with you in this new season. Hello. OMG. Your girl is so aggravated today. She is aggro today. Aries season is coming in so hot, and there's a lot of really powerful energies being exchanged at this time. So let's just recap what's going on here in the Northern Hemisphere. Picture this. We're moving from Pisces season, mutable water, subconscious Pisces season, fantastical realm, the dreamer's dreamland, into Aries this week. Cardinal fire Aries. Think the emperor. Think stoic. Think ruling a whole freaking energetic system based on your training, based on your experiences, based on your wins and losses. The collective is coming up out of the subconscious mind and into the physical reality, applying your dreams to the physical world through action and routine. We're at this pivotal point. But while you're trying to put action to your dreams, while you're trying to take steps towards your goals, the astral is doing the most. And we are in rough waters, y'all. There is the push and pull from the cycles ending and beginning, the spring equinox ending and beginning. There's the push and pull of sending you energies of wanting to race ahead with the sun being in the cardinal sign of Aries. But you also need to take baby steps because Mercury and Venus are in Aries in retrograde. So make that make sense. Jupiter is in Gemini right now, which is equivalent to the Eight of Swords in the tarot deck. And that symbolizes self-imposter energy, like restriction energies that you place on yourself, victim mentality, causing you, collective, to have to alchemize and cleanse all of that. That's that imposter syndrome, that evil eye, that victim mentality that you either have to adapt from or alchemize because it's somebody else's. And then eclipse season is blessing you with a whole new script, a whole new reality. Like, I wrote in my notes, are you ready for it, collective? Are you ready for all of this? And I'm like, in my head, I'm envisioning you like manning the ship, and like you're being tossed about by these huge fucking tidal waves. You're like, I'm trying to captain this ship so it doesn't capsize right now. I'm trying to keep my shit afloat. I'm trying not to die. I'm trying to keep it alive right now. And all of this shit's going on. What are we supposed to even... How do you even manage something like this? But Spirit says you're doing amazing. Vroom, vroom. Spirit says you're doing amazing. And with all the spiritual attacks and everything that you're going through, what you're going through is incredibly important and pertinent to your lineage. And so your ancestors are on top of shit. And I'm going to show you a confirmation that had like completely blew my mind as far as like confirming that you're a spiritual gangster and your ancestors are on top of shit. Okay, I'm gonna cover up La Pistola But I found these two characters on a walk. I was on a walk the other day and I was trying to sort through the shit. And these guys were in the grass. And they're dressed up in suits. The one dude's got a cigar in his mouth, blowing the smoke. And he's got this look of like, I'm about to fuck someone up, or fucking try me. I'm watching you, dog. And this dude over here is like, man, Polly, I don't know about this, man. I don't know if he's a made man, Polly. I don't know if we should do this. And Polly's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm doing it for the family, dog. So you're protected. You're gonna be okay, baby. In fact, you're gonna be better than okay. And we're gonna talk about it, all right? And I just got confirmation 5:55 on my timer. You're forever successful because you're a spiritual gangster and because of your family, your ancestors, okay? And you're being guided to trust yourself more at this time. During this Aries season, you're turning into this baddie. You're turning into the badass that you know you are inside. And you are standing in your power. It's like you're learning how to balance your spirituality with the real world and being true to yourself, and that ain't easy. And this cardinal Aries energy is a dynamic energy, plus the eclipses. There's something here, and I'll dig into it as time goes on, but there's something here about the new empire, the new kings, the new royalty. And when I say kings, I mean anyone. I'm a king, you're a king, I'm daddy, you're daddy. You are the ruler of your world, the ruler of your empire, right? And so I keep getting this message of you are being seated on your throne of your new empire. You're learning how to manage all of this and not burn it down and not self-sabotage, putting structure to it. All the while traveling in between eclipses through eclipse season. So we know that major shifts are happening. We know that seasons are changing. We know that Persephone is coming up out of the underworld and into the light. We know that life is being born in a new way. And this cardinal Aries energy is in essence asking you to burn down the old and step into this new you. Aries is the first house. It is your ego. It's like your nature. It's like what makes you you, what you identify as. And what I'm getting is that you identify as a spiritual gangster, the ruler of your own realm, the ruler of your world. What you say goes. And the astral is favoring you at this time not give your power away. Don't get mad and don't take it out on other people, but channel that energy back to you. This moment may seem overwhelming, but this is what I got. You absolutely have the strength to see it through. Angel of Strength in my hand, number 50. You absolutely have the strength to see it through. This is what your ancestors are telling you. Because think about how you're like freaking sailing these waters. Think about how you're like sailing these insane, energetic, turbulent tidal waves of energy through these astral placements and through the collective changes. through these seasonal changes. There's so much shifting and so much happening. And Spirit says you're doing great. You're a pirate. You're already sailing through these waves. You're already being hunted by sharks. You are already in it. But it's going to take some time. You're like, in essence, coming out of a deep sleep with these zodiac astral seasonal changes, right? Persephone coming up out of the underworld and back above ground to mark the beginning of spring and summer. Embodying your truth, lighting up the world, because everything grows around you. And you're being asked to walk in that knowing right now. That's it. Like, rest when you need rest, and take action when you feel like you can manage it. But slow and steady, baby. Slow and steady. Take it sleazy like the snail on the Chariot card. This woman is riding a snail. The wheels are turning. She is moving. She is headed towards her destination. But she ain't going quickly. She is enjoying the ride. You're like, bitch, I'm in it. I'm about to be capsized. I'm about to, you could be at risk for your ship going under. But the Chariot is forever successful. You know where you're going. You know what you're doing. And I think this may trigger you, Collective, because it sure shit triggers me. But sometimes you think you know what's best, when you just got to take it slow and trust that you know where you're going. It's great that you're excited about what you're doing and what it is you're experiencing and how you want to put the work in. That's like, Spirit loves that about you. But, sometimes the fastest route isn't the best. And remember, you're coming out of a deep sleep. You got to take it slow, man. It's telling me that, this idea of being in a new reality, in a new script, baby steps, man. You don't want to blow your socks off with how powerful you are. You don't want to blow your socks off with magic. If you're new to the magic realm, or if you're learning how to manage it, or don't take your strength for granted. Don't take your power for granted. Spirit says, put on your spiritual protection, stay prayed up, and take baby steps towards whatever your heart desires at this point. Page of Cups. You're just a little tenderoni inside of a big scary pirate. And that little tenderoni is closer to your truth than that big scary pirate. This is profound, and I hope it doesn't trigger you too much, but what you're headed into is so important and so worth the trouble, okay? Because when you walk in your truth, when you walk in your knowing, when you walk by faith and not by sight, remembering that you absolutely have what it takes to manage this moment in time. You doing that is going to cause the effect of putting you on your throne, dog. Aries season. Transform. You know how to transform. You know how to calm the ego and to burn away any old thought patterns and toxic mindsets, self-sabotage mindsets, which is blaring right now with Jupiter and Gemini. That makes so much sense. I didn't realize that until recently. It kept coming up in all of my reads, and I'm like, damn, somebody's really stuck in their ways. And I think it's a big push from the universe to recognize that, Collective, you're going where you want to go, and you're doing everything you need to do, and you're just getting stronger and stronger. But we're in a mutable energy. We're in a transitional energy, and the angels are with you, dog. I mean, are you freaking kidding me? The angels are with you, man. The angels aren't like, sweet. Like they can be sweet, they can be the sweetest, but they're also the keepers of the law. Your ancestors can see all and know all. They know what you don't, and they protect you from what isn't necessary for your journey. The angels know what is necessary and what is not, and the ancestors are gonna interrupt anything that's gonna take you off your path, dog. Let that bring you peace. Let that bring you calm throughout this really turbulent energy. Because it's easy to forget, It's easy to forget when there's so much chaos going on and you're just constantly going, constantly moving. It's easy to forget your intention and why you're really doing this and what you're doing it for. So this week, as we head into this Aries season, as we head into a completely different energy, Spirit is guiding you to not move quickly, but rather move boldly and belief in your own strength. The affirmation of this Angel of Strength card is deep within you is an abiding strength that knows no bounds. You have all the power you need to achieve all that you want. And you know how to transform. You know how to cut off a limb or how to grow back a limb when it's severed. But there's something heating up. I'm getting that there's something heating up with this Ace of Pentacles here. There's plant life growing up out of the ground, and it's new and needs to be tended to. It may not look like anything you've seen before. It may not look like anything you can compare it to. And that may be daunting. That may cause a lot of doubt and fear. And that's why you're being asked to hang on to your strength. Hang on to your angels. You are worthy of the crown that is yours, Emperor. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my gosh. Double confirmation. See, Spirit knows that we, including your girl, we really need this support right now. I'm going to cry. Spirit and the angels are on fucking guard. They are on duty for you, collective. All you have to do is open up to them if you need them. And I'm saying this to myself. If you need them, they will be there for you. Okay? Whether you want them to come in as sweet and soft or you want them to come in as a gangster and slice off something that does not serve you, an energy that is clouding your judgment. Because I can't quite put it into words, but just know that as you step into the light, as you step into the conscious mind, as you enter into this Aries season, boldly, confidently, remembering your strength, remembering everything you did to get to this point, that if you keep going, if you keep taking it slow and sleazy, baby, Spirit's going to put you on your throne. You're going to know your strength without doubt. This Ace of Pentacles is going to turn into an empire. See how he's got flowers all over him and branches are growing out of his mustache? It may not look your reality, your future, your dreams may not look like anything that exists right now, dog. And that's especially hard if you're not seeing any physical changes in the reality. But whatever it is you're growing, whatever it is that you're doing is putting you in your seat of power. And you are sharing your gifts with the world. And with all of the protection and all of the angelic support, baby, that tells me that whatever the fuck you're doing is needed. It's a give and take. The angels and the ancestors can only support and protect you if you let them. And you are very connected. You are very connected to that realm. You are very connected to the universe and what's going on. So that could also play a huge part in all of this. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, that's the truth. And at the end of the day, you will grow from it. You will learn from it. You know, being a leader and sustaining an empire it's not easy. It's not easy being the king. Maybe there's some messages for you in my last podcast show. But baby, this sweet little page of cups is actually a terrifying, like, femme fatale energy. I don't know what you would equate that to, a masculine version, but something really freaking cool and kind of scary. All right. So learning to combine your scary pirate side with your inner BB child. And maybe that's where your infinite strength comes from. It's not just one or the other. You don't just get it from one aspect of yourself. You get it from combining all aspects of yourself. That's beautiful, Spirit. And you're finally, in this Aries season, you're finally allowing all those different aspects of you to live and to have a voice. And maybe that's the trick. Maybe that's the magic to ruling an empire, is allowing all the different versions of you to express themselves and to support you when you need it, and to give you tough love when you need it, and to call on the angels when you're being stubborn, you know? So just remember, through all of this transition, especially through the end of March, right? As you sail these open seas, remember that you have the wisdom and the protection of the ancestors. I mean, if anybody fucks with you, they will, I wrote down, face severe judgment. All right. As you are being seated on your throne, as you learn to embody this new version of you, this cardinal Aries, assertive, fierce, rebellious, a little selfish, competitive, pioneer, warrior, speed demon. Trust in yourself. Trust that embodying this energy is going to knock some screws loose for you. And it's just going to help you build in that confidence. It's like, you know, going to the spiritual gym and allowing yourself to be, like, give yourself permission to be who you really want to be at this time and fight for it, because nobody else will. And don't let that pessimism come into your beautiful energy. I saw Hummingbird fly by earlier, and here she is, 6 of Wands. Okay, when you can keep this fiery energy flowing into the direction that you're doing, everything that you're doing right now is good and right. But the frustrations that you're feeling, the tests that you are experiencing are meant to strengthen you. You're just like going through the really intense wormhole gym of a eclipse portal that is going to help you open up your heart and your mind to this whole new reality. Okay. You're building something that doesn't exist, or you're building a reality. You're creating a reality that you have never experienced before, okay? So there's going to be a lot of doubt creeping in. There's going to be a lot of spiritual attacks from, those that watch you and observe you. But the more you focus on better thoughts and not, the, yeah, Queen of Pentacles, the more you focus on better thoughts and nurture yourself at this time and manage this heat and manage this fire, stay prayed up, right? Because you're going to be doing I'm hearing you're going to be doing some daredevil stunts. You're going to be doing things that you would have never done before because you are so concerned about the thoughts and opinions of other people, man. But whatever you're doing, whatever direction you're going is super important to the collective mind and to spirit. So never doubt your inheritance. Never doubt that you're protected. And just keep asking yourself, am I operating out of fear or love? What reality am I choosing? Am I operating out of fear or love at this time? Opening up to your strength, opening up to the Holy Grail, man. Like the Chariot and the Strength and the Holy Grail. It's like the ugly duckling becoming the swan. Trusting in spirit that you are the swan. And trust that whatever this Aries season brings you, you absolutely have the strength to manage it. Go slow. Keep pouring love into everything that you do, because everything you do holds value, even the bullshit. And what you are doing is incredibly important to spirit and the collective all. So take it slow, take it sleazy, keep riding these waves, and remember that you are a fearless warrior of the realm. And this Aries season is putting you on a trajectory straight to your throne. Those are all the messages I have for you today. Join us next time for more divinely channeled messages assisting us in this game called life. Thank you so much for listening. If these messages resonated, click the like, subscribe, and bell icon to be notified every time we post. Leave a comment down below and let me know how you're surviving this Aries season, you beautiful warrior, you. And please take care of yourself. Keep going. And I will see you on the other side.